Hey, this is a quick demo of an AI outbound voice agent. The flow is essentially an inquiry form with a phone number field, as you can see here. I'm going to blur out my number. After the inquiry form is complete, a VAPI agent will then call the number, asking a bunch more questions to further enrich and qualify the lead coming in. And then all of that data is uploaded to a CRM. We're building this in NAN. I'm using Twilio for the number and VAPI for the voice agent capabilities. So let's jump in. We've essentially just got a dummy inquiry form here with Marcus, who wants an automation that automatically books Calendly meetings off the back of Instagram post comments. And the budget range is $500 to $1,500. I'm going to submit this, and then my phone is going to be rung in a second, which it is. I just turned the thing off there.
Hello, this is Max AI. I'm calling to help you complete your application. This call is being recorded for quality and accuracy purposes. Is now a good time to collect this information?
Yes, it is.
Great, thank you. Before we begin, I want to assure you that all information you share is protected under our privacy policy and will only be used for processing your inquiry. This should take about 2 minutes. I'll be asking about your budget range, any bottlenecks you're experiencing, your current software stack, and your ideal timeline. If you need me to pause or repeat anything, just let me know. To start, I see you mentioned a budget range of $500 to $1,500. Just to confirm, is that a hard cap, or is there some flexibility depending on the solution?
I think maybe the highest I can go is $2,000, but 500 minimum for sure. Maybe 500 to 2,000.
Thank you for clarifying. Just to confirm, I've updated your budget range to be a minimum of $500 with a maximum of $2,000. If needed, you're open to solutions up to $2,000. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah, that
Next,
sounds.
I'd like to. Perfect. Thank you for confirming that. Moving on to the next question. What's the primary manual bottleneck you're looking to resolve with this automation? For example, is it the process of tracking Instagram comments, following up with users, scheduling calls, or something else entirely?
The main bottleneck is just the manual work needed to book Calendly meetings from Instagram. I'd like that to be automated. That's the main thing.
Thank you for explaining that. Just to summarize, your main bottleneck is the manual process of booking Calendly meetings from Instagram comments, and you'd like that to be automated. Is that correct?
Yep.
Next, could you please... Great, thank you for confirming. Next, could you please let me know what software stack you're currently using? For example, do you use a CRM like HubSpot or Salesforce, any automation tools or custom databases, or are you just working directly through Instagram and Calendly?
Yeah, so the current tech stack is Instagram, Calendly. We have a CRM of Airtable. That's the main CRM we use. And we currently have a few automations with Make. So yeah, that's the current tech stack.
Thank you for sharing that. Just to confirm, your current stack includes Instagram, Calendly, Airtable as your CRM, and some automation set up with Make. Is that correct? Or is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's fine.
Great, thank you. Now, could you tell me your ideal timeline for going live with this solution? For example, is this something you need immediately within the next month, or do you have a specific date in mind?
We need this done urgently, so in the next 2 weeks, if possible, please.
Thank you for clarifying your timeline. Just to summarize, you're ideally looking to go live within the next 2 weeks. Is that correct?
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you for confirming. Here's a quick summary of what you've shared. Your budget range is $500 to $2,000. The main bottleneck is manually booking Calendly meetings from Instagram comments, and you'd like to automate this process. Your current software stack includes Instagram, Calendly, Airtable as CRM, and Make for automations. your ideal go-live timeline is within the next 2 weeks. Next steps. We'll review your requirements and connect you with our technical team to discuss possible automation solutions. You can expect a follow-up with recommendations and pricing within 2 business days. For your records, your reference number is 2847 Scriptic. Is there anything else you'd like to ask before we conclude the call?
No, that sounds good. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your time and information today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us with your reference number, 2847 Scriptic. Have a wonderful day, and we'll be in touch soon with next steps. Goodbye.
Perfect. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Take care, and goodbye.
Okay, so we're going to let that process in the background, but as you can see, there was some work. I mean, there's still a little bit of work to do around just how the caller operates. But what will happen now is the call will process, and then we've got a webhook which listens out, and once it processes, it will add the additional information into the table. So you saw, oh, it's already done. There we go. So yeah, you saw at the start. So we first create the call. We've got one workflow from the inquiry form. We format the phone number so that it works with VAPI. We then create the call using an API, and then we add the initial data to the CRM. So you saw that these 7 or however many fields, these get added as soon as the call takes place. And then once the call is finished and it's processed, then we get these 4 fields. So we get the tech stack, Instagram, Calendar, Airtable, CRM, the pain point, time urgency, and budget flexibility here. And again, there's ways that we could format this field. It's coming out as a just a long string of a summary of what was said, but obviously the budget here, we could just output 500 to 2,000 as opposed to all this text here. But the idea is there, so it's all working fine. And then Twilio and then VAPI. So how we've configured VAPI is, I think we used one of the base templates, and then we just configured it to our demo. And you saw, we'll let the siren go past. You heard in the call that it's referencing like the name and also the project goal in the start of the call. So we're actually feeding in data from the initial inquiry form. So we feed in the name, we feed in the project goal, and we feed in maybe the budget range into the VAPI call. As you can see here, we've got it prompted in double brackets. So we're actually feeding that data in, which is really cool. So that just lends itself to just tailored outreach campaigns. And yeah, there's lots of stuff here around just responsiveness. And I mean, you could tweak this for hours just going into the call. There's so many things you can tweak. But it's super, super powerful. And then the way that we're outputting data is that we're going down into structured outputs, and we've got 4 fields here, which are the fields that go into the CRM after the call: budget flexibility, timeline urgency, current tech stack, and pain point identified. And then that gets fed into the CRM, which we saw automatically get updated here. So that was just a quick demo of an outbound AI voice agent. You can imagine the possibilities of this. Again, the call wasn't quite perfect. There's still some stuff to tweak, but it just goes to show just the power of this tool and the combination with Twilio. You can also integrate SMS in this. I was going to do an SMS node over here, but the number I have on Twilio is only for call, I've just realized, so I didn't do that. But of course, you can do loads of stuff off the back of this with the data. Super, super cool. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll catch you on another demo. Cheers. Bye.